camera on Joe, but talk.
No, your skin looks really good right now, so you need to keep it there.
Just feel.
We're back! Episode 6.
Hi.
Hello.
What are we talking about today, Colton?
Insecurities.
Everybody has them.
Some
What's
people,
something that everybody has, but everybody pretends doesn't exist?
um, acne.
Oh, insecurity.
Which is my insecurity. Hello. But yes.
I don't even really. Yeah, what are your insecurities? What are your top 3 insecurities?
Oh, top 3?
Mm-hmm.
Um,
How about this?
they're,
What's
I'll,
2 physical and then 2 not
okay,
physical?
that's easy. My first one's acne. I've always had acne. Growing up, I remember my first zit. I was just playing with my chin in high school in English class, freshman year. And then the next day, I had a big zit where I was playing with my chin, and it just spread all over my face. And I went on Accutane for 6 months. No, yeah, 6 months. About a year and a half ago,
Mm-hmm.
and it's been pretty clear ever since. But I still get like some problem ones every once in a while. Um, but yeah, just clear skin. And then it's probably a tie between my lower abdominal stomach, because I remember always wishing for abs on my birthday growing up. Really weird. And then my one tied with that are small calves, which is super hard to get rid of. Your turn.
Small calves.
Calves.
It's
Baby
hard to get rid
cows.
of like that. No, you didn't say 2 things that are non-physical.
Oh. Um. How about you say 2 things and I'll think about
Okay. Um, 2 things physically, I would say. The bags under my eyes.
Oh, that's a good one.
I definitely like want to get like when I have money, I'm getting those bad boys.
Filled, plumped,
I'm
and
getting this luggage turned down to a small carry on. And then what's another thing? So I am literally always worried that I smell bad.
oh yeah,
Whether
I know a lot of
I
people like that.
Yeah, whether I do or not, like there are some days where I'm just like, oh, that's me. But like, it's like if I'm like in a shower or working out or just like being dirty human being. But in general, I'm just always like. So here's a good example. I was talking to Karen today at the gym, and she was talking, and I yawned, and then I like scooted back a little bit because I was like sitting across from her, and she was like, "Did you do that because my breath smells?" And I was like, "Did I do what?" And she's like, "That." And I was like, "Yawn?" And I was like, "Did me yawning? Do I have bad breath?" And then when I yawned, it reminded you that you thought you had bad breath. And she's like, "No, you scooted back." And I was like, "Oh, no." And she's like, "We both have securities." And I was like, "Yeah." So okay, do you have your 2 non-physical?
My first one is probably just being young and like right out of college. The financial like responsibility is like difficult.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying like I have problems right now, but just like it's always on my mind. And then 2, um, just being good enough for your significant other. That's probably, you know, yeah. Those are hard because I had to think about them. Like, what would bother me most? And I think that's it.
Um, Mine aren't necessarily insecurities. Like sometimes I'm a little insecure about like money or whatever. Because pretty much I left a good paying job in Virginia to move here, spend all of my savings, then figure out I wanted to start a business, and then I'm on an entrepreneurial, um, you know,
Budget.
budget. Yeah, like for also trying to exist. So I'm 32, and I feel like I'm starting over completely.
Hmm.
So something that makes me a little insecure, especially if I'm like out with friends who are like talking about trips that they're going on, or like, oh, I just got this bracelet. It was only $75. I'm like, like that's crazy. But I would think it's funny because now I'm not saying this to like brag, but I don't really have many non-physical insecurities because I recognize that a lot of them are just fears that I manifest into different situations. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Like what? Give an example.
Like, so, okay, like the financial insecurity, right? Like sometimes I feel insecure about it, like, oh, like, I like hate the fact that I'm 32 and I'm like concerned about paying all my bills. But at the same time, the reason why it tends to become bigger in my mind is because then I go to a place of like, what if I'm always in this position? Like, what if my business doesn't grow? What if I'm doing the wrong thing? What if I don't even know what I'm doing? And it becomes like a whole fear manifestation.
True. I feel like that's when my anxiety gets into play because it's like really small, and then I'm like, it's like this big thing, and I'm like, ugh.
Because I'll tell you, I have, like, so I've gone through, like I've talked to you about the fact that I've gone through a lot of physical insecurities. Like, I grew up thinking I was ugly. I thought I was ugly for years after, college. And so now, like, I'm very realistic about, like, what is great on me and what isn't, and that I'm a fine human being,
And now
like,
you're a model, so it's totally fine.
well, but it's, I will say, sharing on social media that I've dealt with depression and suicide and like addiction and like talking about all that stuff, it really leaves little room to be insecure about things. You're like, everybody knows
you're pretty open about all of that.
Yeah. What's a way that you deal with your physical insecurities?
I guess mine being my acne, and I don't even know if like my calves are like actually an insecurity, but like just being proactive, like as I gotten older, I realized, what, it is what it is, and it happens to everyone, so whatever. And I have been proactive in the past, and it's gotten better, and now it's like, just deal with it, It doesn't make me who I am, so pretty much it. And then, yeah, as far as like the small calf thing, you just gotta fucking do it. Sarah loves a good set of calves on a guy, everyone. So if you know someone that's got some good calves,
how do you deal with your non-physical insecurities? So, like, because you're in a relationship, and so the insecurity of being enough for your partner, how do you deal with that?
It got really bad because of like a bunch of negative self-talk, and then after a while, I learned that it's just like in my head, and I shouldn't act on it because it's nothing big, and just to talk positive, which takes a long time to learn, like a long time.
Yeah.
So for all you chillins out there, you may be ugly now, but you just wait.
Yeah, I think positive self-talk is probably like the best suggestion. What is, I'm trying to think of like anything else, because like I feel like we just like covered here, and like honestly, like all the stuff that I would suggest would be like centered on positive self-talk too, because it's like it takes a long time to learn, and like I know so many people who like think that they're great, like, or they're good at it, but then like they really aren't. They're like, I've been practicing for like a month, I'm good, and like it takes like years like to have positive self-talk that like can't get messed up. But yeah,
I was gonna say something, but I totally forgot.
I'll save it for another day.
Save it for another day. All right. Well,
it would be cool if people commented what their insecurities are, either physical or non-physical, and we can all be
insecure together.
Perfect together.
Yes, true. All right, well, thanks for watching, and we'll see y'all next week. Bye!